Looks like they got caught red-handed or red-armed, as the case may be. To their defense, though, it is Valentine's Day. Maybe that's why they did what they did. Number 2, Douglas at number 3, Rawlins. First quarter, Rawlins wearing the white, down 2-1. Chris Romero grabs the offensive rebound and gets the putback to go for the first field goal of the game to put her team ahead 3-2. The Lady Outlaws were doing well with their inside game early on. This is Kyla Ferris scoring up close, and that added on 2 more for the cause. Now it's a 5-3 game. It took Douglas about 4 minutes to get their first field goal. A long drought deserves a long drought breaker. Jessie Underberg strikes for 3, and that would give her team the advantage, up 6-5. The home team would eventually find themselves down 12-5 at one point, thanks to a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws. Bailey Forney will get through to score a bucket, but it still has her squad down 12-7. The Lady Bearcats wanted to keep the opposition down. Underberg with a 10-foot jumper. She's got some skills for being a 5'5 senior. That would make this a 16-7 contest after the first 8 minutes. Second quarter, Rawlins had to get to work on a comeback soon. Sabrina Lucero worms her way around 2 defenders and scores a much-needed bucket, and her team trails 16-11. The visitors would counter, or rather Underberg would. She was doing it all as far as field goals go. There's another 2 of her 26 points to lead all scorers. That would push the advantage up to 18-11. And there were other girls who would get in on the scoring. Ashley Blackburn is open behind the defense, and that was an easy 2. She had a 14-point game, and now it's 20-11. The Lady Outlaws would stay the course, and it eventually paid off. Forney drives the baseline and adds on to her 21-point game. That makes the score 20-13. They would get closer. Forney is way on the other side of the court, but she was open for 3 and knew what to do. She's a sophomore, so look out this year, next year, and the next. The scoreboard reads 21-18 with her team still down. As for last year's state runner-ups, they can be scrappy at times. Nice save by Bailey Brooks, and Lisa Townsend made sure the effort was not wasted. The lead is up to 5 at 23-18. The home team was not going away. Romero's going to take charge on this highlight. 18 points were her numbers. The deficit is down to 2. It's now 25-23. As for Douglas, Underberg and Blackburn accounted for 74% of the scoring in this game, and they needed every one. The 2 team up on this highlight, and it got the job done. 27-23 is where this game stands. Rawlins would get the bench involved, and it produced some. Mariah Sheets takes aim, lets her fly, and that shot is dead on center. That kept things close. They trailed 31-28 going into the locker room. Third quarter, the Lady Bearcats would build on the lead. Blackburn has a defender in her face, but goes up and over her for the bucket. The lead would stretch to 7 at 35-28. The Lady Outlaws would get back to work on cutting it down, and they got a little help. This play was too easy, and Romero made it look easy as well. 35-30 is the score at this point. The visitors would get those 2 right back. The jump shots were dropping with a little help from a few friendly bounces. Underberg is not complaining. This pushes the score up to 37-30. But here's where the home team made their big move. It started with Ferris, as she'll score inside and add 2 to the cause. Her team is now down 37-34. The leaders were stepping up their roles, and sometimes you got to do it by yourself. Forney is going to cruise from one side of the court to the other and score. The deficit is down to 1. It's 37-36. Rawlins was spreading the love on this Valentine's Day. Forney almost lost the ball, but Romero was in the right place at the right time to finish the job, and the lead has changed hands. 40-37 is the score now. They were not done. This pass was as fast as Cupid's arrow, and Romero will get the kiss off the glass to finish off a 12-zip run. The Lady Outlaws are ahead 42-37. Douglas needed to get their acting gear and get back on track. Underberg found the path, drives, and scores to put her team down 42-39. But the home team was making some tough decisions and taking some tough shots. Forney was triple-teamed and still managed to get 2. That gave her squad a 44-39 advantage going into the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter, here's where a game can be won or lost. Blackburn with a great quick catch and turnaround, and she was rewarded, but her girls are still on the wrong end of a 46-43 score. Now the inside scoring game was working for the Lady Bearcats. Brooks is in, and the defense misjudged the freshman. Now it's a 1-point contest. It's 46-45. There was still time, but Underberg was not in the mood to waste much. 15-footer, 2 more points, and the advantage is back in favor of the visitors, up 47-46. Field goal production was lacking for Rawlins, and something had to be done soon. Romero will break the drought, and things are getting interesting. This game is knotted up at 48 all. The visitors look to be a little more determined, and so was Underberg. Hoop and one. That was big. The three-point play unties things and makes this a 51-48 game. Skipping ahead, just seconds remaining. The Lady Outlaws are still down 3, so they need a long ball to tie. Forney is going to give it a good shot, and her aim was just off. By the time her teammates corralled the rebound and tried to get 2 out of this, it was too late. The clock expired, and Douglas would get out of town with a hard-fought 54-51 win.